If humans were to vanish from the face of the Earth abruptly, the first sights and sounds would be those of our mechanical constructs and systems spiraling into uncontrolled chaos. Airplanes plummeting, vehicles crashing, and unattended machinery wreaking havoc would fill the initial hours. Furthermore, almost instantaneously, the power grid would collapse, with only hydroelectric plants like the Hoover Dam potentially continuing to generate power for a few months or even years without human intervention. Such an abrupt absence of maintenance and control would set the stage for widespread and various forms of deterioration. The subsequent phase might be dominated by the silent yet profoundly impactful disruptions at nuclear and chemical facilities. Without humans to manage them, nuclear power plants might go into a safe mode, but the potential for nuclear meltdowns and subsequent radiation contamination cannot be fully dismissed. Moreover, chemical plants, now unmanned, might explode, releasing harmful substances into the atmosphere and potentially causing a cascading environmental disaster akin to a chemical nuclear winter, affecting life forms and altering ecosystems. Urban areas, especially those relying on pumps to manage water levels, would be inundated. Without power, pumping stations and sewage treatment facilities would fail, leaving streets, subway tunnels, and low-lying areas flooded. Raw sewage would proliferate, contaminating rivers and lakes, thereby drastically affecting both aquatic life and any species dependent on these water bodies for sustenance, introducing a watery chaos to the rapidly destabilizing world. In the wake of human disappearance, domesticated and captive animals would face an abrupt and violent upheaval. Pets, livestock, and zoo animals, suddenly without their human caretakers, would need to rapidly adapt to a world where their contained and structured environments have crumbled. Predatory animals and those capable of efficient scavenging might initially thrive, while others face mass die-offs, reshaping local ecosystems and setting the stage for a new evolutionary trajectory. The crumbling human cities and infrastructures would not remain barren for long. Vegetation would eagerly reclaim these spaces, with vines, trees, and various plants breaking through the concrete and steel of once bustling urban centers. Animals would also find refuge and new opportunities within these green-infested ruins, leading to a wild, chaotic revival of biodiversity in spaces once dominated by human activity. With no humans to manage and control wildfires, vast swaths of territories, especially those prone to fires, might be engulfed in flames. The destruction, however, could pave the way for renewal, as fires could potentially create nutrient-rich environments conducive to the flourishing of certain plant species. The seas, once plagued by overfishing and pollution, would experience a slow yet persistent recovery. Absent the constant extraction of their resources, fish populations would rebound, cascading through the marine food web and potentially reviving diminished populations of predators such as sharks and whales. Over decades and centuries, the Earth's atmosphere might gradually purge itself of the excessive industrial outputs of the human era. Carbon dioxide levels might fall, cooling the planet, and without continuous emissions of harmful substances, the ozone layer might replenish, reducing ultraviolet damage. A millennium into a human-less existence, the Earth would bear few visible marks of the civilization that once dominated it. Rusting skeletons of skyscrapers and perhaps some monumental structures might stand as the last vestiges of humanity amidst a thriving, wild, and unconstrained natural world. If this journey through a speculative future has captivated your thoughts and curiosity, kindly express your appreciation by hitting the like button. For more thought-provoking explorations and vivid scenarios, please subscribe to the channel and join us as we delve into diverse, fantastical worlds and intriguing possibilities.